Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Wish you all a very happy Bhageeratha Jayanti. Today is a birthday of Bhageeratha. In a Treta Yuga, there was a king of Ayodhya called as Sagara. And that Sagara had 60,000 children. And once he decides to do the Ashwamedha Yajna. So wherever his horse goes, all those kings have to surrender to him and he becomes the emperor, Chakravarti. And when Indra sees this, that the way he is going, winning everyone, he gets worried whether he is going to lose his Indraprastha also. And as a result, what he does is, he just steals the horse and ties it in Kapila Muni, because he knows Kapila Muni is a very short-tempered man, and then he will find some solution. And when the 60,000 children of Sagara, they come, they look at the Rishi. Instead of going to him and very humbly requesting him to release their horse, they talk in a very arrogant way. And they say, do you want to fight with us? Do you want to have a war with us? And then Kapila Muni, who has not done anything, he is an innocent. He has not taken the horse at all. So he says, these children, these youngsters are very arrogant. I must teach them, he says, and he just burns them. And they all become ashes and fall. And they become like a Pretatma or the Rakshasatma, And so neither they get Sadgati nor they are alive, and they are like a wandering as a Pretas. The king worries. Then his son and his son Dilipa, all of them they try, but nothing happens. And ultimately, great-grandson of Sagara is the Bhageeratha. He says, our ancestors cannot be like this without getting Sadgati. So what he does is, he does tapas, and then he finds the solution. Every problem has solution, and he realizes the solution is getting the Pavana Ganga, and then she can release them and give them the Sadgati. So he does penance and then makes Ganga agree to come to Bhuloka. From Devaloka to come to Bhuloka, she agrees. But then she says, look, when I come, I come with so much of force. The earth cannot tolerate my force. It is impossible. So he gets worried. So another problem. So he says, he does penance and worships Parashiva and then asks Shiva, please help. It is not possible to get Ganga in the same form to Bhuloka. Then Shiva says, don't worry, I will help you. What he does is, he spreads his jata and then he takes the whole Ganga on his head and very softly, gently along the jata, he leaves it to the Bhuloka. So because he has Ganga on his head, he becomes the Gangadhara. The one who has Dharisua, that is Gangadhara. And then when the Ganga comes, as they are coming on the way, Jannavi Rishi is doing the Yajna. And the water, the Ganga also has her own arrogance, because she can just flow. Wherever she flows, she will take anything and everything along with her. And then the whole of ashrama of Jannavi and his Yajna Kunda, everything gets washed off in the Ganga. So Rishi gets very angry. He just drinks the whole of Ganga to teach her a lesson. Now again Bhageeratha is in a problem, another problem. Now when everything fails, the surrendering and requesting does help. So what he does is, he requests the Rishi, please release her, because she has to give Sadgati to my ancestors. Please, I beg you. And he requests. And by the way he requests and the kindness that he shows, Then Muni, he leaves Ganga through his ear, and so Ganga is also called as Jannavi. From Rushi Jannavi, she has come, she is a Jannavi, she becomes. And now Jannavi goes and gives Sadgati to all the 60,000 people. Not only that, from the Treta Yuga till now, from Gangotri to the Bay of Bengal, she flows, and millions of people she's been giving the Jiva Jala, helping them to survive and they live. And also, still people believe that anyone, if the ashes are immersed, they get the Sadgati. But whatever it is, what we have to remember is the way Bhageeratha does his effort. Every problem he gets, he finds the solution. And every time he is humble and he is determined and he continues to do the things to achieve his goal. And he never leaves, says, okay, it's enough. So try again. And that's how we know ultimately he succeeds. What his father, grandfather, great-grandfather could not do, he achieves it. And since then it has been very popular as Bhageeratha Sankalpa, that is the determination, and also called as Bhageeratha Prayatna. That means the effort that you put in. So Bhageeratha relentlessly he goes on putting his effort and ultimately he succeeds. So my children, today you remember in Viju Ajji's story, this is what I learned from my grandfather. Never say, oh, I can't do. You can. Every problem has got a solution. Every solution you have to think and also take the help of others. It is not that only you can do it. You have to have the help of the others and the elders. And instead of being arrogant like Sagara's 60,000 children, you should be humble and nice and determined like Bhageeratha. So you got the moral of the story now. This is what it is. Now today, you remember, today happens to be the World Book Day. So keep your mobile to the side and then take a book, and the book, it should be such that you learn from the book. And a good reading book, it is like, it is an experience of hundreds of people. One good book is like, knowing the knowledge of one library. And that's how we know, determine, make a sankalpa to read and do the work. And unless you are determined, you do the sankalpa, you cannot achieve. And that's why in Upanishad it is said, as is our sankalpa or will, the desire, so is our will. As is our will, so is our deed. As is our deed, so is our destiny. If you want to change your destiny, remember, you have to have a sankalpa. Come what may, you should be determined to do the good things, and that should be for the benefit of the society and the world. And then to that, the Paramatma gives you the result for that, and your future and the future of Bharata and Vishwa changes because of our effort. So remember to do the Bhageeratha Prayatna. Wish you all a happy World Book Day as well as the Bhageeratha Prayatna Day. Bhageeratha Jayanti Shubhakara. Pranam.